Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Janelle Samora, and this is Scent Pop from my closet, the fragrance closet. And on this channel, we go over all things fragrance. If it is your first time watching, I do like to focus on one perfume house or topic at a time. And for today, we have a side-by-side wear test comparison. Now, we have reviewed and compared this fragrance line in the past, the YSL Libre line. If you would love to let me know exactly how to pronounce that in the comment section, that would be amazing. However, I have come to terms, I've grasped the fact that my mouth just doesn't make those sounds, so I apologize in advance. The easiest way I have found to pronounce this is Libre. So we're gonna fly with that. Most importantly, we're going to compare the fragrances, the brand new Libre Absolu Platine versus the original, which was released in the year 2019. If this is something you're interested in, go ahead and continue watching. Consider hitting that subscription button and the bell so you'll be notified to new videos. So the original fragrance, if you're not familiar with the line, was released in 2019. The perfumers are Anne Filippo and Carlos Benime, and this is just a lavender gem. This to me is a modern classic. I truly do love this entire line. In the top, we have lavender, mandarin orange, blackcurrant, petitgrain, lavender in the mid, orange blossom, jasmine. In the base, we have Madagascar vanilla, musk, cedar, and ambergris. I do find this to be really, really clean, unisex, if you will. The lavender is pretty calming. However, it is strong at the same time. To me, this fragrance is just empowering, if you will. And the longevity and projection of the Libre fragrance itself, the original, is outstanding. This goes 12 hours plus. It leaves a trail. It's a wonderful smelling fragrance. Very, very nice composition. If you enjoy lavender in your fragrances, this is almost a given, almost a must in your collection. Is what's been my experience. I do love that the florals kind of round out that lavender feel. And then of course I love the vanilla. I mean, that's my favorite part of any fragrance. So it's just very nicely blended, in my opinion. I don't quite remember the eau de toilette version of the Libre. I know that I had a sample at one point, and I can't remember for the life of me if I enjoyed it or not. I kind of seem to remember it being just it went too clean for me, I want to say. I need to revisit, okay? If anybody is a fan of the eau de toilette version, let me know. Because I have others here we will be kind of discussing today. I will be doing a little rating or review of where they land for me as far as my preferences, my likes, so kind of rating the fragrances as well. So that's the original fragrance, you guys. Really just nice. I think of suit and ties. I think of just strong, like I'm saying. But at the same time, I also think floral and sweet. So it's a nice juxtaposition, if you will. So let's go on to the brand new Absolute Platine. I believe it was a 2023 release, like I'm saying. And in the top for the new one here that I have pretty much run out of, I really wanted to get to know this one. It has some aldehydes in the top, if you believe that. Aldehydes, bergamot, mandarin orange. In the mid, we have lavender, blue lavender, orange blossom, vanilla, and amber. Now, on this little excerpt here, it says, the iconic structure of Libre, a tension between cool diva lavender heart from France, crafted for YSL beauty, and sensual orange blossom absolute from Morocco, reinterpreted in a vibrantly metallic way. The bottle for this new Libre here is very metallic looking, very cool looking, slightly just statuesque, like a trophy type look from I feel the bottle looks like. So I do like that cool effect. It just looks like it's going to be cool on your skin, and I was just crossing my fingers that it would not be just more unisex or more masculine leaning, and more just cold, like super cold. I really did not want that from the fragrance, and that is not what I got. I actually get a much more airy floral feel in the opening of this fragrance. And it is smoother than I thought it could be. I was like, oh, okay, that's all right. I do get a really, really bright. I mean, this is a bright opening. I cannot detect an off-putting aldehyde like I can, for example, in Chanel 5. It's very apparent to me. In most of the Chanel lines, actually, those aldehydes, like you can really detect them. And I don't. It's not anything that I cannot handle. It's really, really bright and nice and sweet and airy at the same time. The lavender is not what I initially get like I do in the original fragrance. For me, this one has a toned down lavender. It's taking a back seat to the brightness in this opening. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And in the mid, we get those lavenders for certain. They're here. Um, there's an almost like it has a tinge of a cosmetic feel, not a powdery feel, but like like a tinge of lipstick. And I'm saying if you're not sensitive to that, then you won't get it at all. But to me, I get it. It is here a tiny bit. It's not a lot. It's not strong. And like I said, maybe not enough for anyone to really pick up on it. But I know that I do. And that's, I really did enjoy that aspect as well. Kind of in the background somewhere, just a nice little surprise. Like, hey, I'm a little, tinge of lipstick. I love that. Oh, yes. When it starts to dry down, right now, for a couple of hours, actually, we're going to be really bright, really floral, even. When it starts to dry down, it gets slightly warmer in that dry down. Nothing crazy warm, just slightly warmer and a bit of a softer feel than the original. So I get a light, airy, true to the Libre DNA. I mean, true to the Libre DNA. I will say that the vanilla is not as strong as I actually find in the original fragrance. I'm like, oh man, that's so interesting. Spraying the original Libre on its own, I couldn't detect the vanilla too much, especially in that dry down. But oh, that orange blossom actually pops so much more as well. Side by side is where it's at, you guys. Oh, yes. So the Absolute Platine is just airier, more floral, more white floral, if you will, versus the sweet, sweet orange blossom that I do get from the original fragrance. But I didn't mind it. Like I said, it wasn't super, super sharp to me or aldehydic like I thought it was going to be. It was a pleasant surprise. I was extremely pleasantly surprised by the formula. Now I am noticing that for the original the Libre the eau de parfum, this is a way older sample. If you can tell the liquid color, there's like nothing in here left, but look at that. When I first got this sample, it was not this color. So the vanilla in here has kind of aged, if you will, over time. And I really am enjoying that so much more than I was initially. So I think if you have a full bottle of Libre and it's kind of brand new, the color is going to be a bit different. I even had to look and make sure that the fragrance that I was trying out was not the intense version, because the intense version is deeper in color. But no, it's the original. Ooh, it is good. I love this fragrance line. I really, really do. So let's go back to kind of sum that up, if you will. The new L'Absolu Platine is airier. It does have those aldehydes in there. I get that touch of something like cosmetic leaning, really elegant feel, very classic, elegant feel, is what I'm getting. So, and more floral. So when they dry down, both of them, on clothes, they smell so similar in the dry down. It's like, which one's the original, which one's the L'Absolu Platine. So it really does stay very close to the original DNA, I would say. Slightly different in that airy quality. So yeah, that's basically the difference there. The original is just more, present and stronger in its approach. Oh yes, very strong. All right, guys, that was it for that. Let me go ahead now and let you know kind of how I feel about the entire line. And then I have a couple of things that I paired the original and went ahead and wore these several times. Paired the new version here, the L'Absolu Platine, with these two different body cares that I have here. So I'm going to have to go with the Le Parfum. To me, the Le Parfum by YSL Libre line is the most different. If you're looking for, to shy away from redundancy in your collections, as far as the line goes, you're not a collector, you don't want a full bottle of each. I do. I want to collect this line. I'm still trying to make up my mind, but I usually like to have the same size. Do I need 100 ml of every single one of these fragrances? No, but I would love to own them and collect them because I feel they're so classic. Now, as I was saying, the Le Parfum is the one that strays away from the original DNA the most. It's got a candied touch to it. In here we have ginger, saffron, mandarin orange, bergamot, orange blossom, lavender, bourbon vanilla, honey, tonka, and vetiver. So we have some warmer notes in here, and we do have a candied floral touch. So I do appreciate that out of this fragrance. That it deviated a bit from, further than the original counterparts here. So I will have to go with Le Parfum being my favorite of the line for that reason, for deviating. However, next comes the Libre Intense. I mean, obviously, I have a brand new bottle here, but man, as this original sample sat and aged, it is climbing. Now I kind of want to wear this original sample that is aged versus the Intense and see how I feel, about that. Because to me, the Intense also stayed pretty true to the original DNA. To me, it was just a little sweeter in its approach, and I love sweeter. But man, ooh, that original is acting nicely. Another reason why I underappreciated, I feel, the original Libre would be because I have been relying on my Dossier Floral Lavender. And to me, the Floral Lavender is much cleaner in its approach, in its unisex feel. This one gets used heavily by my son, and I mean heavily. It gets used on my bed sheets. It gets used in the atmosphere. I love the feel of this. It's very clean. It's very strong. But it is missing that sweet, sweet orange blossom I just rediscovered here. Oh, in this, aged sample. So I guess for that reason, I was underappreciating the original. I am loving it. So let's just go with that. Let's go Le Parfum, Intense version, and then of course the original fragrance I would go. And then last, the the new one, the L'Absolu Platine. I don't remember caring for the eau de toilette. I just don't. I believe I remember that one having a little bit of a soapy feel even, and I don't believe I ever even reviewed it because I didn't, I was like, I didn't care for it. I will revisit if I can, though, if I can find a little sample lying around here somewhere. And that is my take right now on this line. It's absolutely stunning. If you like it, the line. If you're trying to make up your mind, I really do feel like this fragrance right here stayed true to the original DNA. whereas Le Parfum deviates the most. I'll go ahead and link the description. In the description, I will also link the Le Parfum versus the Intense version review, because I've already done that. And so that, you guys can check that out if you will. And I believe, don't quote me, but I mean, I don't think my stance would have changed that much, but I believe I also chose Le Parfum in that video. I want to say. Okay, guys, if you're interested in knowing what I layered with these, then check this out. I have a brand new oil by Victoria's Secret Pink that I bought with the Libre line in mind, and a relaxing evening, after the shower. So this lavender here, lavender extract soothing body oil. I am loving these oils by Pink. I only ever used to have the coconut one, the cocoa lotion, and the oil, and now I bought this one and the pink berry, and they're amazing. Yeah, I would not add anything too crazy to this. However, to the lead line, because it is gorgeous in its own right. However, I did one day, just I was going to wear something else actually. I went with Delicia de Marshmallow, you guys, the body butter by Kais. I said, yes, let's do this. Let's go ahead and wear Kais Delicia de Marshmallow under these two. I wore them side by side again, and to see, what it would give. And they were both amazing with this. I loved the Libre Absolu Platine with the added marshmallow vanilla. I loved the original fragrance with the added marshmallow vanilla. I feel more and more each day like you could wear this under almost anything and it will just accentuate your wear all day long. I was getting whiffs of marshmallow. I kept telling my friend, this Delicia and this Libre line together is treating me so well. And I would have never thought, oh yes, I need to add marshmallow to the Libre line. No, I wouldn't have. And it was amazing. It was a good day. Very, very good day. I would do it again. 10 out of 10. I would do it again. All right, guys, that was it for today. I hope you guys, I hope I got my point across here on the new flanker. Yeah, I think it's time to collect this, especially knowing that the original ages so beautifully. I mean, beautifully. Oh, it's getting a little more into that unisex, vanilla, strong, strength type, the sweet, sweet orange blossom that I smelled initially is pretty much gone, but I do enjoy the original either way. All right, guys, that was it for today. I would love to know, as usual, what is your fave out of this line? If you've tried, more than one, let me know. I love to know these things. And we'll keep it going over here. I do have a couple of suggestions y'all gave me during the Genre Perfumes ordering window giveaway. So I'm getting to work on those for you guys. Y'all have a blessed rest of your day, your night, or your evening, and you stay safe.